Take two.
Wow.
Yes, Michael. We're starting with this. Welcome to episode 106 of A Cigar Hustlers Podcast.
Really?
A little tribute to Mr. Kobe Bryant that died over the weekend.
Wow, you're going to go there, huh? Off the rip. How long is this?
Another couple of seconds.
Okay.
Yes, Michael. The world continues to mourn the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and 7 others in a helicopter crash near Los Angeles. The cause of the crash remains unknown, but it's reported the chopper was flying in very foggy conditions. The conditions were dangerous enough that the area police agencies grounded their helicopters. The Associated Press reported that according to the data from Flight Radar 24, helicopter was flying about 184 miles per hour and descended at more than 4,000 feet per minute when it crashed. Bryant's sudden death at age 41 touched off an outpouring of grief for a star whose celebrity transcended basketball.
Yeah.
Bryant and his passengers were on the way to a basketball game at the time of the crash. Others killed were also actively involved in the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
So our hearts go out to the Bryant family and the other family of the other victims.
So did it affect you?
I'm not a big basketball fan,
Okay.
but it is overwhelmingly on social media, and I felt that we needed to just say something.
Well, I mean, I'm not a huge basketball fan either, but I could tell you that, like, I was upset.
Were you?
Yeah. The guy was 41 years old. I mean, he's a young guy.
Yes, evidently he traveled by helicopter often.
And his daughter was in,
13 years old.
It's absolutely terrible, you know.
Is terrible.
It's really, really horrible. Of course, Chet did this backwards, but that's okay. I'm going to wing this real quick.
He's looking at something on his phone.
The guy was, like, I believe in having a hardworking mindset, right? And always putting in the work and always be the hardest worker in the room, right?
Yes.
And I didn't realize that about Kobe Bryant until I started looking up stuff about Kobe Bryant afterwards.
Right.
I was like, man, just like when I was outside, I was playing with my kids, and my brother-in-law Justin came out and goes, Kobe Bryant died. I'm like, stop it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, first thing I saw, I was like,
it's
just another fake death
dude,
story.
He's so young. I mean, no, like, no, man. I think it's like a plane crash or a helicopter crash or something. I'm like, oh, no shit. And I'm like, God, man, this guy is just so young,
right,
and so talented. Not even on the field. I mean, what he's done off the field, like and having that mindset, so remarkable. Yeah, man. I was like, I felt bad. Like I had like butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Very sweet man, Michael.
Not really. Not a lot of things jar me. But you know what? I guess I just think about the kids. You know what I mean? I'm like, he's got kids.
Well, the first stories that came out, they were
all on the
thing.
I was like, holy shit.
That even his newborn baby was on there with him, and the only one that survived was the wife. I mean, then I felt terrible for the wife.
How do you recover from that?
Right, but
you don't.
No, it was just not just, but it was he had one daughter on the flight with him, and then the other people were friends and coworkers.
It's terrible, man. It's absolutely terrible.
The one woman was a handpicked basketball coach by him for the organization they were going to go out to support.
Right.
And now the father is left with 2 young children.
What a
I guess he was on
shame,
USA
man.
Today this morning.
If you ever want to see the kind of motivation that guy had, just go type in Kobe Bryant motivation on YouTube.
That's where I got that. That was from one of the videos.
And you'll just be like, holy shit. I mean, the guy was unbelievable. So, yeah, sad. And thanks for bringing that into our podcast, Dick.
Well, finally, we're the first ones to get to talk about a news story.
No, we're not. The other people will talk about it before this is released. It gets released tomorrow.
Yeah. Nobody, everybody else's show is later in the week.
Okay.
But normally this happens on like a Wednesday, Thursday, and everybody else does their show on Wednesday, Thursday. So, we're the first this time.
How exciting.
And I'm dying.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But
I
look,
appreciate all the well wishes from everybody on Facebook.
But look at you. The show goes on.
The show goes on. I'm here to do the show.
You know, I admire your work ethic too sometimes.
Smoking anyway, doesn't matter. It's
just smoke through it. That's usually what I say. Just smoke through it.
Nicotine will hopefully kill whatever's growing inside of me.
Don't be such a pussy. Just do it. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
you want to talk about the Grammys too? Because that was, I mean,
no, the Kobe thing kind of crushed the Grammys.
Well, they threw a bunch of Kobe shit in there. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive because it happened a few hours ago. You know,
they did a neat thing at the Magic game. I heard too.
They all did the
24 minutes of silence, 24 seconds, 24 minutes. I mean, half hour. People get bored after a few minutes. They got shit. Then they all started chanting Kobe, Kobe. Yeah. That was nice.
God, man, I still can't believe that he died. It's crazy. So yeah.
I am curious to see what happened. They haven't decided yet why there was a crash.
Probably the fog.
No, they said it's like if you took a small car out into a storm or you took an SUV with all sorts of lights and special tires. I guess it was a very large helicopter, more than equipped to handle that type of weather.
Huh.
So, I don't know. But that is the area where the Kardashians live. Maybe they had something to do with it.
Don't make a joke of this shit.
It's alleged.
It's not funny. You know, speaking of making jokes, let's talk about that.
No, we're not talking about that.
So here you are.
Not allowed to anymore.
No, we're gonna definitely talk about this. So you know, you've created you've angered some media people, some actual media people in the
just
cigar
one though. I thought it was just one. Now it's some. Now there's more than one.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, it wasn't you.
How many people reached out to you personally?
You obviously upset Coop. Right?
Yes, I was upset.
So what did you? So let's paint the picture for everybody. So Coop did a post.
All right, he did a post. It was a picture of him and Mr. Gutterson, whatever, from Dojo, and I made the comment jokingly as a compliment. Oh my God, there's 2/3 of all the cigar media together at one time. Is this even allowed? God forbid something happens. There's nothing left.
Right.
And that's all I said.
And you got deleted.
And I got deleted.
And you got
deleted my post.
Now, I mean, you have been. If you go back to the last episode, you were really happy and excited about, you know, like you were doing like this Facebook trolling, and it was fucking hilarious because I was going back with you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We were having fun with it. Everybody seemed to be having a good time. But the developing palates guy seemed to like it.
Right.
Matt Ty from
I feel like you know
about that cigar.
Yeah, a lot of people found it entertaining.
Yes.
But obviously some people didn't find it entertaining.
Some person, apparently, not people. Is there
well,
more
I mean,
than one?
Coop, you obviously upset Coop too.
Well, Coop too. Who's the other one?
Not Coop.
Well, who else did I upset?
I don't know who it is.
Somebody messaged you.
I don't know who it is.
You won't divulge who messaged you.
You want to keep a secret? Do you know how to keep a secret?
Yeah, you don't tell anybody and you kill somebody or something like that.
No, do you know how to keep a secret?
Yes.
So do I.
Yeah. Then why bring it up if you're not going to even talk about it?
Because you're my boy, and I will always protect you, right? Because you're in my circle. It doesn't even fucking matter, right? So when somebody comes at me and says, hey, I'm like, dude, tell him to shut the fuck up. Or if it's a personal, say, shut the fuck up.
Was it Dan?
Like, he ain't fucking trying to hurt you. Calm down. Like, I don't have to worry about that. Like, I will never, ever, in a situation, no matter if you're right or wrong, if somebody comes at you, right?
Yes.
My answer is still going to be, fuck that guy. I'm still going to say, you know, now we'll talk about it later and say, hey, you know, just a heads up. I don't know if maybe, you know.
Maybe need to cut it back, bring it a little bit there.
You might want to revise what you're doing a little bit.
That was a compliment, though.
No, I got you. I understand. I just think the problem is with Facebook and text and all those and emails and shit is, you know, a lot of it's all it can be taken however the person wants to interpret it.
Was it somebody who was afraid they weren't one of the three? And I said 2/3?
Maybe.
Because I don't know who the third one would have been. I mean,
Charlie Minato.
Oh, that's right. We agreed. Charlie Minato. So was it Charlie? Was it Charlie Minato?
No, if he called me angry, I'd definitely tell him to shut the fuck up. I wouldn't even bring it up.
Because I think they're next. I'm going to start doing their stuff.
Oh, you start trolling them? That's nice.
I think so. We'll give it up on Cigar Authority. You know what it is? They ignore me at Cigar Authority. So.
It's like when you do a Facebook post of some degree, I think that you have to really put some thought into the words that you say. I think that goes for everybody, you know?
Right.
Because it can be easily construed as something else.
How was that? How could that come off bad? Did it sound like I wished something bad would happen to them?
I think that when you've been going over and over and over talking about media, it's just like, okay, like, Jesus Christ, man, leave us alone. Leave us alone. We're media. You know what I mean? So, and we're not. We've come to that conclusion.
Yes, we're Cigar Entertainment.
All right.
All right.
So my boy Justin Andrews had a birthday.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, you were saving what you did. What did you do for Mr.
See,
Andrews?
This is what's really funny about this podcast is I can't talk to Mike throughout the week.
And we're together every day.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I can't tell you because
so
I don't want it. It won't be as funny.
He drops like a teaser, like, hey, I did this thing, but I can't tell you about it.
So I like to send happy birthdays over Facebook all the time to everybody.
Yes.
Like, I like to look and see whose birthday it is for the day. Sometimes I miss them. Sometimes I have to catch up a day or two or whatever. But, I like that, So I saw that it was Justin Andrews' birthday at General Cigars. He does Diesel Whiskey Row and stuff like that. And Facebook gives you these options. It's like, hey, why not give Justin a gift card? And I was like, okay, fuck it. Let's get him a gift card. So I start looking, and there's one for IHOP. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do this. I'm going to send him a gift card to IHOP. Oh. So I send him a $5 gift card to IHOP. And he goes, oh, he sends me back laugh out loud. I was like, enjoy your pancakes, bro.
It'd be pancake.
And just the one. You get the one pancake.
One pancake.
No syrup.
IHOP is actually relatively expensive.
Can I have butter for this? Sir,
no,
you
it's
have
not included in the $5
gift card. I believe that
you don't even get syrup.
Yeah, just got to eat the pancake.
Just got to eat the one pancake.
Dry.
No Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity? No, sir, $5.
No,
you get the Rudy, that's it.
And the glass of water. No ice.
No ice.
We charge for the ice.
Oh.
So, yeah, I was really excited about that, but I didn't want to say it to you.
Yes, that's very funny.
I don't know what came over. I was like, oh, yeah. So, good job marketing, Facebook, because
They got you.
I totally sent a $5 gift card to my boy.
I wonder what percentage Facebook made of the $5.
He'll probably never use it, but it's still fucking hilarious.
He might, you never know.
Yeah, it's true.
He'll leave it as a tip.
It's true.
Hey, just slide that over there.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, your bill is $22.50.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
That's
just go ahead and run this.
That's for you. Just check that out.
Just get that there.
Enjoy this $5 on me.
So funny. So my wife was gone all weekend.
You've been sick for a week.
I've been sick for a week. I think I got it again out Thursday night. We went to Bellicoso on Mills and 50 to see Josh Fabello.
Yeah.
And it was raining a little bit. It was cold. I don't think I was dressed appropriately. They have outdoor seating.
You go to you went to some swingers club or some shit?
No, will you stop with all that shit?
Down in Florida, in South Florida, there's a place called Deanie's Hideaway. It's probably gone now. But when I was a kid, I'd always see Deanie's Hideaway. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So it's like a place where everybody goes just to trade partners. Oh, you went to a swingers club with Gregg?
With Gregg, yeah. Me and Gregg went. Yeah.
I
traded him.
Why isn't he sick, Mike?
Well, he doesn't like to kiss. So, that's the way it works.
Okay, so you went to...
we had a good time over at Bellicoso. It's very nice. First time I'd been to the new operation. Very nice. Mm-hmm. And then Friday night we had the big event here. Yeah. With Mr. Peter Hernandez.
Yeah, and your wife was out of town this weekend, you were saying.
Yes, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Well, that's why I had all this time to do all this stuff.
Great Patreon this week, by the way.
That's what I was getting to.
Okay.
Yes, Pete Hernandez did the Patreon with us this week for Wednesday for you guys that are patrons of a good hour-long show. We actually had to cut it off because Pete had to get out there and get to work. But it's a very good.
It was very good
behind the scenes on the industry, a lot of industry stuff. But my wife went to Missouri to go to her sister's birthday party.
Yes, to have to pick up some fake Kansas City fan stuff.
Oh, actually, I have. I meant to wear it today. I forgot. Just to make you mad. But anyway,
make me mad.
Some of her nieces' husbands listen to the show.
Really?
Yes. They would come up there and go, hey, we listened to your husband on the podcast.
No shit.
She's like, I can't fucking get away from this stuff. And then they wanted to talk about cigars with her.
No kidding.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And oh, yeah, your husband's so mean to you.
No, don't anybody tell her. Don't anybody tell her what I say about her on here. But now
you don't say anything off color.
No.
Just entertainment.
Just entertainment, yes.
Yeah.
But I thought that was neat, though, that people are coming up to her at her sister's birthday party going, hey, your husband, he does that podcast.
That's
I
pretty
really like it. I thought that was funny. Yeah.
You're a big deal.
Well, you too, Mike.
Mike Palmer's podcast.
Hey, you're Mike Palmer's wife, right?
Do you listen
No, I'm her sister. I'm at the party.
Yeah, no, I listen to Cigar Hustlers Podcast with Mike Palmer.
Yes.
He's a legend.
He's a legend, so he says. He has a bad sense of humor.
So you sent a few texts out to some people this weekend.
What do I do now?
And you said, hey, a detective's going to call you.
That's right, yeah.
If anybody
asks. I did that Facebook thing where you send it out, hey, you're going to get a call from a detective, and if they ask, I spent the day with you. Mm-hmm. I sent it to my wife and my 2 kids and the young lady that lives with us.
Yeah.
So my wife sent back, WTF, I'm not answering the phone.
Right.
My oldest son, the the famous one who cannot pronounce
Funti Shanta.
Funti Shanta. He just got "What'd you do now?" with a question mark. Mm-hmm. And then my youngest, Connor, who's 19, he called me to see what I did.
Oh, he was concerned.
He was concerned. Yeah, what'd you do now? Well, okay, but what did you do?
I believe that Connor would fold under questioning.
I think he would too.
Yeah.
I think so,
He
too.
did it!
Megan just said, ha ha ha, what did you do?
Right.
But then Michael here, my
Michael.
good friend Michael, I just got back, definitely.
Not a problem.
No questions. No questions asked, no explanation, just, I got you.
Sure, yeah.
Not a problem.
Hey, whatever it takes, buddy. You know what I mean?
So, if anything ever happens, this is the man I go to.
Yeah. So, you know...
Then I explained to you what I did, you go, doesn't matter. I'm always the first phone call.
Yeah, you don't text them first.
Right.
You know, hey, yeah, I need
thought my
this.
wife would have my back. I thought, she was like, I'm not answering the phone.
That's why we don't have a house together. That's why we rent.
That's right. Don't combine bank accounts, don't have a house.
Because you won't lie to the cops.
That's right.
For me.
I wasn't even going to send it to Greg. Because Greg said if I sent it to him, he would immediately drove over to the house, so there's no record of anything else.
Right.
And he would have asked me in person, okay, what do we do?
So that's kind of a funny story, and we'll probably have to call my wife for this, because before my wife...
We've told this story on the air.
Have we?
Yes.
We have.
Way back when. So we probably have many new listeners that haven't heard the story.
Really?
Yes.
We have told the story?
Yes.
On the air?
Yes.
Huh.
Long time ago. So you can go ahead. So we could call your wife if you want. We're at 15 minutes, 17 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's call her. Let's call Brittany.
Bring Brittany in for our Brittany spot. Excuse us 1 minute while we call Brittany for her regular Tuesday
For her
spot.
check-in.
Check-in.
Oh,
Brittany,
yeah?
you're on the podcast.
Oh my god, again?
This is a
Yes.
new Brittany spot. We're going to do this every week.
Well, hey, we got pretty shit-faced the other day, and you said that you wanted to talk about the story. We just talked about, we briefly touched base on when an incident occurs or somebody calls and says, hey, there's a situation, and we were together. We just started dating, and I didn't know if you wanted to tell that story or not.
Oh my god, you know, it just now took to this fucking second for me to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally caught me off guard. You mean when your brother's gonna bury my body or feed me to the fucking alligators?
Correct, that's the one.
You mean that story when...
Yeah, but we weren't together. We weren't married then, you know. But, yeah.
No, but I mean, I worked with you guys, and, I mean, I was staying with you at the time.
Yes.
And it was a little unnerving to know that if, God forbid, something happened to me, to save the other guy's ass, that my body would just have gotten rid of. Or whatever. Yeah. So, did you tell the story? Do you want me to tell it?
Go ahead.
We were going to let you tell the
Yeah, you
story.
tell the story. I was going to give you, you know, you don't get out much right now because you got a 1-month-old at home, so I figured this is kind of like you getting out.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I spoil you. It's cool.
No, so Bobby and I were hanging out, I guess, at your house.
Well, Bobby was a roommate. He was a guy crashing on the couch.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was April Fool's Day.
Okay.
And he said, "Oh, let's play a April Fool's joke. Let's call and tell them you had a big, huge screen TV, like one of I don't even know how big it was.
Old school, 65-inch
big projection
projector.
thing. Yeah. Oh, heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he's like, let's call them and tell them that we were playing around and that you went head first into the TV
Yeah.
and see what they say. Okay, no problem. So he calls you, you're at work, and you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I know you're fucking around.
Right.
You know, hung up. Then he calls our other friend, Trees.
Yeah, we call him Trees.
And Trees is like, oh my God, you have to call 911, you know, call the police. I'm on my way. Okay, that's nice. Somebody cares.
Right.
He fucking calls Gregg. And Gregg says, don't fucking touch anything. Don't call anybody. I'm on my way. The look on both of our faces when we hung up. I mean, he was beyond. He didn't know what to say. He couldn't believe that that's what Gregg had said. And I couldn't believe it either. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. They're never going to find my body.
Well, you were already dead. In the story.
Yeah, but I mean...
You didn't want to compromise Bobby's life.
How do you know there wasn't a pulse? I mean, like, I could have been saved.
See, now the version of this I heard is that you called Greg.
No.
No.
So, I mean, because that will make more sense. But now he's disposing of Brittany for this Bobby person.
Right.
Oh, see, that's
Yeah.
a little...
Yeah.
That's a little cold.
Now, I mean, but
You're telling me?
the Brittany Mikey
Yeah.
relationship was fairly new at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess he's really good friends with Bobby.
No, we don't even
Who's
talk.
not even around
We
anymore.
don't even talk to Bobby.
I mean, I don't know how I went to bed that night. Like, I don't understand what happened. So yeah.
He should be
So
getting you,
that's-
like, huge gifts for your birthday and your Christmas after that. Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Just call it the Bobby gift.
this is for the body.
This is for Bobby.
For Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah.
You should definitely bring that up more often to him. Be like, yeah, do you remember the time when you were going to bury my body?
For Bobby? Who's
I
not
feel
here?
like there's probably been more situations,
Yeah.
and then maybe we're just not thinking of them. Like, yeah. And there's been some sketchy places we've gone to with him.
It's true.
So he has
So-
plans to dispose of everyone.
Yeah. There was
Given
that
the
one
right
gun
opportunity.
range
Yes.
one time.
Oh, I'd never go to the gun
That
range
was-
with him. No.
This was like, it was just a trailer.
Yeah, it's true.
It did not, but I went and I stayed and I'm still here. So
Yeah, so it was like this berm. Like a guy had a well, it's actually a girl. She comes out in her little moo-moo, no joke. And she'd say, hey, you guys gonna go shoot and whatever. And, we'd go out there and shoot, I guess. I went one time. Now, I was really young. I was probably, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't have earplugs.
Oh.
So.
No, you did. I think you gave them to me.
Oh, is that
what a
happened?
gentleman.
See, I'm so nice.
Yeah.
And now I can't hear shit to this day.
Takes his girlfriend
Oh,
out in the middle of the
please,
woods
I
and gives her
don't-
that.
It wasn't from that day.
I think it might be.
You fucking worked in a bar for how long? It wasn't from that one day you gave me the earplug.
I couldn't hear anything for like 3 days. That's how bad it was.
But did you lose your hearing? It's back.
But did you die?
But did you die?
No, I didn't die.
It's like walking into Gregg's house, you're standing on a tarp, you just go, what?
What?
Oh God, that's why I don't go there.
I want to make sure there's no plastic. Just want to make sure.
It is all
No.
tile, it easily cleans.
Yeah.
I'll wait outside.
All right, so that's
All
all right.
right.
Wanted you to tell your side of the story.
Yep.
So the Strap on Cabbage Boys, we handle our shit.
Yeah, we're just some guy named Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, I mean, babe, you're the mother of my children, so I think that he'd probably.
I don't think that fucking matters. I think that if I
think
did
if you
anything,
called him with the same thing and go, Brittany fell through the window or something, we had a fight and I pushed her, she fell through the window, he would do the same thing. Don't touch her.
Why do you think I won't go on a cruise with him?
Oh, I know the
He told me
cruise
that
story.
If he was ever gonna break up with me, we'd go on a cruise first because he's gonna fucking throw me overboard. So now,
What a great way to get out of
never will I
expensive
ever go on a
cruises.
cruise.
That was, because it was popular back then. Everybody was shoving everybody off cruises. So,
Was the thing to do
I was
back then.
just kidding. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't
think
blame
I was
it's
her.
only
eye-open
kidding.
Yeah, oh, you know what? He's developed a night terror story, too. He could accidentally kill you in your sleep.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got a good alibi.
He's got alibis.
Yeah.
That'll have to be another one. I gotta go in and pick up your oldest son right now. We'd be here for hours if I told night terror.
Yeah, we don't need all of that.
We'll save it for the next Brittany episode.
All right, love you.
Exactly. All right, love you.
Love you.
Guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Oh, bye.
Oh, wait a second. Bye.
Oh, I almost cut this off, too. I was going to hang up over here.
Click over.
Oh, show's over.
So, yeah.
So, there you go. That's who you call.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I heard a different version of that before.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was...
I think Gregg tells the version where you called.
Yeah, see, my brother, he's retarded.
Psychopath?
He doesn't remember.
Narcissist?
He doesn't remember anything.
No.
And he's a big over-exaggerator, so...
Well, yeah, no, it's some guy named Bobby.
Super busy. He's always super busy.
And the TV wasn't added before either.
Yeah, that's the TV.
Oh,
See, I'm
Interesting.
glad we got clarity there.
Yeah, we cleared all that up.
Yeah.
I've been
I feel-
remembering it wrong.
I feel really good about it now that we got that out there.
Oh, that's good. Now that's out. Now you can't ever do that because now you just told your whole thing on the...
I'd never do that. Come on.
Alleged. It's all alleged.
Be reasonable.
All right, we're at 25 minutes. We're going to go and take a break.
Let's take a break.
We'll be right back.
All right. But I'm not about to say it was.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. We were just having a
Hey!
discussion. So, on to the news.
Mm-hmm.
Appeals Court denies motion to stay May 2020 substantial equivalency schedules appeal hearing for March 18th. The U.S. Court of Appeals on the Fourth Circuit has denied a motion by cigar trade groups to grant a stay on the May 12, 2020 deadline for substantial equivalency until after the appeals process is completed. It did, however, grant a motion to expedite the next part of the process, which a hearing is scheduled for March 18th, so that the court can make a ruling before May 12th.
That sounds so exciting.
You know what? You poo-poo on my news.
No, I
you
mean,
always
like,
say, make sure you got stuff to talk about at the end of the show.
That's fun.
So
That's
I get
fun.
stuff, and then you just go, yeah, that was
That's
good.
not what I mean.
That was good.
That's not what I mean.
Substantial equivalency is expected to be the main it's expected to be the main approved process for cigars once the FDA regulations fully in effect.
It's just kind of confusing to me. Like, okay, so they wanted it sped up. They don't want it sped up. You know.
I think they want them to hurry up and speed it up because they can't decide on how it is you're going to get it.
Right.
So if we hurry up and tell them they got to do it, they got to figure it out.
Right.
But haven't some people been granted substantial equivalency?
No, man. The path to see that's the thing. Like the path
People
to actually
just claiming that?
Yeah. Look, the path to get substantial equivalency is not clear. It's
right.
not.
No.
So
that's the problem.
So to say that you have it, I would love to have somebody call me and tell me how they did it because.
Yeah, because I could swear there was press releases last year, people saying we filled out all our paperwork, we have substantial equivalency.
I'd like to see how that was done.
Maybe they just said they filled it out so they assume they have. Or we've done everything to get it.
Well, it's not like nobody's going to fact check that. How do you?
Right, exactly.
So yeah, I'd like to see how that was done. I mean, we have everything
So
in
if you
line.
could send in your documentation, please, to mike@cigarhustler.com, that would be great. Thank you very much.
I would be intrigued to see what process they went through to actually do it, because it's not a clear path. But go ahead. Next.
My Father's Cigar, a.k.a. JGG Tobacco Holding Company, Inc., is suing Antigua Esteli Tobacco Corporation. The Garcia family has filed a lawsuit against the boutique cigar brand over the name Antigua Esteli. According to the claim, the name is too close to My Father's Cigars brand, La Antigüedad.
Antigüedad. La Antigüedad.
My Father S.A. released an Antigüedad at the successor for the extremely popular Flor de las Antilles.
Flor de las Antillas.
Yeah, that's what I said. And just like the Flor de las Antilles, is an old Cuban brand brought back to life by the Garcia family, but the brand never escaped out of the shadows of its predecessor.
Correct. Okay, so someone's being sued. I'm just kidding. You know.
All right, moving on.
No, that's that's a big deal. What is it? What is Antique Esteli?
The question is why My Father's Cigars is investing time and energy into legal battles with a small boutique brand.
Yeah, what do they make?
It is that they feel there is a malintent by Art Garcia that he's trying to lift on the succession of the My Father's Cigars by picking a name that shares a little similarity with My Father S.A. brand. I think what this person is saying is that you're in the humidor and you're looking for one and you pick the other because you're like, oh, this is the Antili Duludulu thing.
Look, man, the fact of the matter is when it comes to trademarks and protecting trademarks, you either A, protect them, or B, fucking lose them.
Right.
So,
no matter how big the company is.
If they feel that there's an issue there, if they did a cease and desist and they chose not to acknowledge it, that's the next step. I mean, you got to protect what's yours. I get it.
They can't pick and choose.
Yeah,
you know. Go after it's all or none.
Yeah, I'm
tired of lighting.
I'm not upset about it. I'm not looking at it like, why would you do that? It makes sense to me. Sorry for Antigüedad Esteli cigars, but you got to protect what's yours. If you have the trademarks, you got to protect them, right?
Mike says.
Well, how would you feel if somebody came out with a Cigar Hustler podcast or some shit like that?
A cigar.
Because it doesn't have the S, not plural. Would we?
Well, we ain't got a problem. Is it plural or is it apostrophe S to show possession? Is it our podcast or is it more than one of us on the podcast?
I don't know. I have no idea.
We had that problem in the beginning.
It's obviously your podcast, and I'm just here.
True.
I
don't know. The Cigar Hustler podcast with Mike Palmer did not win the award.
That's true.
So maybe next year we try a Cigar Hustler podcast with Mike Stepankevich.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
we unsubscribe from him and we don't bother with it.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Yeah. So how would you feel about that?
we would go after. Well, we haven't registered the trademark. So.
I have a Cigar Hustler trademark.
Actually, you do, and I had actually to use it for the podcast for our clothing line.
Right.
I had to get written permission from Gregg so that the company would let me do it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if his name's on anything, but sure.
Oh well, he signed it.
Yeah, it worked out well.
I have a signed document.
So, but
that's why I'm the owner.
I mean, I could tell you that I have had to stop people on Twitter and on Instagram going on as like Cigar Hustlers. Those have always been issues for us. And like for the most part, when I approach them, I say, "Hey, you're promoting cigars from another store. It's kind of a conflict. Do you mind changing your name?" 9 times out of 10,
yeah,
not a problem.
Right.
The one fucking guy, that I think it was on Twitter, that came and said, "Fuck you, I'll do whatever I want," and said, "Okay, no problem." So I went ahead and I just submitted it to Twitter. Here's my trademark. This guy is doing this. You gotta take it down. Boom! That guy
Shut him down.
That guy lost his account overnight. Then he lost his account, and then he went on this troll fest for like at least 3 days of. Fuck you, Cigar Hustler. Like, I mean, I'm like, okay. Like, I told you not to. I told you to change it.
I told you not to fuck with me.
I told you to change it.
I told you.
You got to protect what's yours.
I told you what I would do, and then you disrespected the family.
That's it.
I
don't know what else to tell you, man. I don't want to be a bad guy. I don't.
He's a bad guy.
Don't say that. People think that now because you guys say that shit.
Hostile working.
Okay, you're so fucked up.
Okay, Mike, I looked into us having an intern for the show.
Okay.
I thought that would be good. We'd have somebody to actually run the camera, possibly.
Ooh, yeah, maybe different angles.
Different angles.
Like floating, moving.
Zoom in and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that'd be great.
An internship acts as an opportunity for a student to get real-world business experience and learn more about their chosen field.
Yeah.
For the business, the intern acts as a cheap source of labor for a period of time, as long as you are willing to invest time to teach the intern something valuable as they work.
What the hell would we teach them?
Well, that's where the first problem came. It is a great experience for everyone involved. Figured that was a plus. And the intern may even earn college credit at the same time. Figured that was strike 2.
Well, how would they could get credits for videography or some shit like that?
45 minutes a week?
That's got to count something.
I don't know. But there was 6 things you had to do to get an intern.
Okay.
I know you love a list, Michael.
Tell me.
Okay, number 1. I just stopped at that point. It was too much trouble. I didn't even get the list.
You gave up so quick.
I started to read the list. I'm like, oh, there's too much work involved in this. There's a lot of work I would have to do. It would be more work to have an intern to do these things than if I just do it myself. So I just clicked off that page and unsubscribed from whatever newsletter.
So what was the first thing?
I don't remember. It was too much. It was something like you had to come up with a work program, like a list of everything they're going to have to do and how they do it. And
sounds nice.
Then you had to track their hours, and you have to sign things, and there'd be somebody sitting here going, "What do I do now?"
You gave up at 1?
Well, there was 6 of them, and the first one was
they could handle the videography.
But to fill out the work thing was it was this form, and it was so much trouble.
Oh man,
I can only tie you down for 45 minutes, 2 hours a week, one to do this show, one to do the other show. So it's not like you're going to help me do the paperwork.
I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that you shot it down so fast.
It was a lot of work.
That's what you want. It's all about work. You got to put in the work.
Cigar Life picked up an intern. Did you see that?
No.
They have an intern working at their shop, and the guy's getting credit for it. That's where I came up with the idea. They announced on social media that a guy from the business department is now working there in an internship for the next whatever the weeks are.
Okay. So then we'll have him do both.
What?
So we can have him work in the shop too if you want. I don't understand.
All right, maybe I'll look into it. I didn't even think about that, having him cross over.
Yeah, I could parlay that.
Here's the thing. Oh, wait, here's what we'll do.
Okay.
If you're a college student and you'd like to be an intern for the Cigar Hustler podcast and possibly the Cigar Hustler, the show, submit a work program that you think you could do here to help us and to help the shop, and we will go from there.
Okay.
That's it. I'll put it back in there. The intern can do the work. That's the whole idea.
Look, if you want to do something like that, then we'll do it. We'll do it.
So, send them to A Cigar Hustler Podcast at gmail.com.
If you want to build a form and stuff, I'll sit down with you and we'll do it. Don't get so discouraged. Step 1, you gave up. You packed it in. That's not my style at all.
That would be funny to talk about.
Okay. Well, if you want to just give it up, then we'll give it up. But if you really want to do it,
We'll see. We have a young man coming on here soon. We have already started exchanging. That's going to help us tweak the camera and things. So.
Which is exciting.
Yes, it's very exciting. Very high-techy, tech stuff.
Because we have a nice camera, but we don't know how to use it.
He's already asked me questions. I was like, I don't know. What do you have this set at? What is that?
We'll have
Where is that button?
We should review that together. I'll review that with you when he comes in. I want to.
Oh no, yeah, when he comes in, because he's gonna come in and do the show because he has a whole business that we're gonna help promote him, and then he's gonna help us.
Okay.
In exchange.
I'm excited.
All right. Next, moving on.
You didn't fill out a form for him?
No, I had to fill out a form for him. Just some questions and things and some photos. He wanted a picture of what kind of camera do you have? I can't even tell you that.
It's an EOS like 500 or something like that.
Yeah, see, something like that. That doesn't. If you say something like that.
Canon EOS 500.
I said Canon something like
Canon
that.
EOS 500.
So I had to send him a photo of the camera.
I'm very confident that it's a Canon EOS.
All right,
500.
scientists have moved the doomsday clock closer to midnight. Michael, do you know about the doomsday clock?
No, they've changed it.
Yes, there is a clock where they have it said when it gets to midnight, we're all gonna die.
At what time?
When it hits midnight.
Today?
No, it doesn't move every day.
Oh.
But based on the way things are in the world, they either put it closer to midnight or move it further away. They have moved it closer. The bulletin adjusted They adjusted the clock to reflect human-caused threats such as nuclear weapons and accelerated global warming.
Okay.
Scientists warned this past Thursday that the Earth is inching closer to disaster. The bulletin of the atomic scientists moved its symbolic doomsday clock closer to midnight, indicating that the likeliness of a human-caused apocalypse has increased since last year.
Well, that's really exciting.
The clock is now set at 100 seconds to midnight.
Okay.
It's the first time the clock has been set within the 2-minute mark. Oh, we're under 2 minutes now.
So, okay.
We have normalized a very dangerous world in terms of risk of nuclear warfare and climate change, Robert Rosner, chair of the Bolton Science and Security Board, said in a public briefing.
So there's more than one of them. Okay.
More than one guy. There's a whole group of scientists.
They get together.
They get together and they decide on...
They get paid for this shit?
Probably not.
I think they do.
You think somebody's paying them? Maybe they get grants and things. The last time the Doomsday Clock's minute hand was moved was in 2018 when the Bolton, a non-profit organization that oversees the Doomsday Clock, they're all getting paid,
exactly.
Non-profit, set the timepiece at 2 minutes to midnight, the closest humanity's inched to the symbolic doom since 1953 during the Cold War. The organization kept the 2 minutes to midnight setting in 2019, citing what they called multiple existential threats, including cyber attacks, nuclear arms races, and ongoing climate change. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. What a great name. We are the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists. I bet they have like superhero shirts.
Yeah.
STU started in 1945, and the group has maintained the Doomsday Clock since 1947. Wow, they've been getting paid for a long time.
Is that after World War II?
Yes. Each year, the organization consults with a board of sponsors that include 13 Nobel laureates to analyze a range of threats to determine whether the Doomsday Clock hands should be adjusted.
So they dropped the nukes, and I think we should assess now as to when the world's going to end. Come on, give me a fucking break.
That's what they do. That's their thing.
What a waste of time. Cure cancer. I mean, for fuck's sake.
It's not like it's going to strike midnight and somebody's going to go, oh, it's midnight now. Sorry.
Did they change?
Hit the button.
I want to know how much it moved when Trump won the presidency. Because it was probably like, oh, God. You know.
Well, they don't do it daily. It's once a year.
That was a couple of years ago.
Well, it didn't change in 2018. That's what they said. It was 2 minutes to midnight in 2018. 2019, no change. It's still the same. We'll just leave it around.
So what? I mean, how
2020 now?
How did
no. Move it up. Move it up a little.
I'd like to see how they determine that number. I bet you it's the same process as getting substantial equivalency to the FDA.
You add the 5, you carry the 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You decide what that little girl who likes global warming is.
They probably ate a ton of shrooms, and they're like, allegedly.
They're Nobel Prize laureates, Michael. They're very smart.
Hey, man, just don't downplay the shrooms. They open the mind. I'm sure they get you going. Get creative.
Oh, there's a heart on my page.
That's my other phone.
The bat phone. Is that the one that Jacob's afraid of?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I declined it from this phone.
Oh, very nice.
Technology.
Show update.
Those scientists need to be working on fucking Apple.
I read that Apple has enough money to buy Disney and Coca-Cola in cash.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. So Apple needs to be working.
Apple's got some fuck you money.
They do. They're just sitting back there going, should we buy Coke today? I don't know. Let's buy
Waste
Disney.
of time. Waste of time, that Coca-Cola.
Okay, show update. We'd like to welcome South Korea.
Hey!
And Ecuador to the podcast family.
I thought we had both of those already.
No.
Those are new, huh?
Those are new. South Korea and Ecuador.
Have we got North Korea yet?
No, that's where it's
amazing.
Kim Jong does not like the show. We cannot get it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look into that.
Check that out.
Check that out. I know they have not jumped on the in the family yet.
There's got to be one guy. I mean, it's not. They'll never come get you.
It's the internet. They don't have the internet there.
Somebody's got to have the internet.
Just him.
Oh,
he's busy looking at porn all day.
Just talk to Dennis Rodman. Hey, just watch this show.
Dennis, when you go there next time, show Kim the show. He'll love it.
Hit the play button.
Hit the play button one time at the airport Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
All right.
So South Korea and Ecuador.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. We almost have all of South America.
Wow.
And then our only really big hole is those little countries in Africa.
That's a big deal.
So we're almost there.
I'm proud of you, Mike.
Almost
Look
there.
at you.
And some Scandinavian country way up at the top.
You'd think that would be harder than getting an intern. But apparently
it's very easy. But the problem with the Norwegian or the Scandinavian country, none of their posts are in English, so I don't know if they understand when I send them messages. They're just going, what are these? I don't understand.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah,
we'll have to figure that out, too.
Oh, I could translate it with Google Translate. Yeah. All right, we have listener of the week, just a regular listener of the week. So we're in sponsor hiatus now.
Back to sponsor hiatus.
But this sort of plays into the listener of the week, though. So the listener of the week is OM Cigars.
OM Cigars.
OM Cigars. OM Cigars. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. His Instagram is OM Cigars, all one word.
Okay.
He commented, I really enjoy your show. Your ethics and morality for not taking sponsors speaks volumes of your integrity. Best regards,
Boom.
OM.
Look at that.
Yes.
Thanks, OM.
Thank you for listening to OM. We appreciate you.
I saw this this ad on my Instagram or Facebook page, and I was very upset.
What ad did you see?
I saw that the Manscaper 3.0 is now out.
There's a 3.0?
The Lawnmower 3.0. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You sure maybe somebody didn't say
No.
What's the difference between the 2 and the 3?
It's got better things, better charging, better grip, faster thing, better plastic. They upgraded everything. I'm like, this motherfucker, they sent us the 2.0.
Oh, there's a 3.0.
Yeah.
I was looking on social media the other day, and there was a young lady that does wine and beer.
Yeah.
She did a Manscaped commercial on her Instagram feed.
Interesting.
And she held up the 2.0 lawnmower.
Well, hey. Women need to trim too, I guess. I don't know.
No, it was just for men. She didn't say she talked about balls.
Oh,
so
maybe she has them.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think she does. Very, very.
You don't know how they identify. Leave her alone. Him,
point.
Whatever.
Good point.
You just don't.
No, it's not for the show.
You had to edit that out if that would happen. Okay, good call, Mike. Pull that one down.
It was very funny, but no. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got this week. I'm out of paper.
That's it. So, hey.
Oh, wait. You are leaving tomorrow for the TPE.
I am.
So, next week, we'll have all sorts of TPE guys.
Well, I know that I've mentioned this before, and I'm going to mention it again, because the day before I leave, the anxiety is up. I hate fucking leaving. I hate leaving my family. I hate leaving all this stuff. But, I know that it has to happen, right? I know that there's... As my boy Bruce Arians of Tampa Bay Buccaneers says, no risk it, no biscuit, right? You got to get out there and put in the work.
Biscuit.
So, the traveling and being away from me is probably the hardest part of this industry. And, the anxiety starts to kind of rise. I don't like to leave here.
Anybody coming to stay with Britt this time?
Oh, yeah, she's already here.
Oh.
Yeah, I covered that.
Okay. I was just going to say, I know both of you are gone.
So you better stay the hell away.
Make sure she had my number in case they needed any.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
She does love me. She said so twice now.
Yeah, okay. She didn't mean it.
Are you calling her again?
Yeah.
She's not?
No.
Oh.
So, okay.
You got a lot of appointments lined up?
No, I got a handful. It's more kind of like
we're here. You
kind of a
even
test
really
of waters
announced that
type
you're
of a
going.
thing. I've announced it on this.
Yeah, but not on your social media.
No, yeah. I know a handful, especially the guys that are in the West Coast are coming. Scallywags coming.
Tell him I said
Tobacco Jesus is coming, Big Sticks.
Oh, tell him I said
my dude, Lenny Smeagol, is coming.
Oh, Lenny.
Yeah.
I like Lenny.
I believe Sam Lopez, too, coming.
We probably...
Arizona Cali guys.
Oh, Sam. I like Sam.
Yeah.
Is Rosie coming, too?
I don't think you get Sam without Rosie.
Oh, that's probably a smart move on Sam's part. Yes. Lenny and I were trolling Danny with his stones the other day.
Oh, yes.
And I thought maybe we'd taken that a little too far. That's what I let that go. At 2 comments apiece between me and Lenny, I figured, okay, that's probably enough. But evidently Danny's doing well. He was out in the park, it looked like yesterday, with his children, so
That's good.
must have passed or
Taking it all in.
something.
Good for you, Dan.
Living his best
we hope
life.
we hope you have a fast recovery.
Hope you're feeling better and everything looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Everything came out okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right, anything else about the show?
That's it. Going. I think Sokka's going. I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is going.
wonder
Big
if
Jack's already on his way there. He left today.
Okay, I leave tomorrow. So.
Yes, he left tomorrow.
When you listen to this. If you watch it, I'm already there. If you listen to it, I'm on my way.
Yes, because the video goes up on Wednesdays now.
Right. So, yeah.
Until we go back to shooting on Fridays, which is not going to happen for a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
All right, so this has been episode 106.
106.
The Kobe Bryant Memorial
Sad.
episode.
So sad, man.
So sad.
It really is.
It is.
I don't know if we're going to see another death of that magnitude, like, in our life, or in my life, at least.
Oh, what, because I'm older? I'm going to die sooner?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
But that's it. I mean, like, the guy was
what?
like an icon.
Might die, I hope it's here.
Like, who else would die in comparison that would be, way before their time and totally tragic? Like, that's of that level.
Shaq.
Like, I mean, yeah. Tom Brady, Shaq.
Magic Johnson.
Magic's older.
He's already beat AIDS, too, so he's not
Yeah, I
going
mean, that guy.
He's Magic. Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
Yes. Tom Brady. You already said that already.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Not as big.
Go Chiefs!
Still got, yeah, fair weather fan over here.
Favorite team, Chiefs.
Yeah, you and your wife. Yeah, I know.
That's right.
And there's Barry. I'm pretty sure he's not on the team,
But I'll give you credit anyway because I don't know either.
no, I just don't want to. I just didn't want to have that argument. I just wanted to just let it go. I was like, okay.
He's such a nice man to run such a hostile work
Do you
environment.
want me to have 80 King Palmer fucking mad at me? You'll never be allowed up here.
I don't want 80 keep power mad at me.
Exactly.
I got to get back home and get into bed before she gets home from work.
Nice. Good cover up.
Well,
All right, well, then let's
play
end
sick.
it.
I have less things to do at home.
Hey.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Dun, 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 dun.